Alright, y'all. I've had people saying, "Hey, Bob, we haven't seen a video from you in a while. Are you okay?" Well, I'm okay. I am okay. In fact, I wanted to do a video because, for those of you that know, if I recall correctly, this coming Sunday, the 11th, is Mother's Day. Is Mother's Day. Let me say that again. This coming Sunday, the 11th of May, is Mother's Day. And these kids' mother is out, and I don't know where she's at. And the kids don't know where she's at. And it's because of a bunch of assholes on YouTube. And there's a little bit of more. There's some other people that's involved too, but primarily it's because of a bunch of assholes on YouTube, filling her head full of shit. But anyway, I'm not going to get pissed off. All right. Point of this video is that Mother's Day is coming, and these kids don't have their mother. All right, that's the important thing. Now, they have been filling Andrea's head with bullshit, telling her that I hate her, and that I'm going to kill her, and if she's pregnant, that I'm going to kill her baby, and, you know, that I'm going to try and kill John Chacon and all this, you know. No, I have absolutely no go watch my forgiveness video, folks. I meant every word of that forgiveness video. I have forgiven everyone and everything and all situations involved. I have forgiven everything. All right? That's not the point. The point is that it's Mother's Day and these kids ain't got their damn mother. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Yesterday, and I've already said this on Vaughn Live, but I got a really strong message give to me yesterday saying she has matured. All right, she has matured. Now, some people say, well, that means she's matured enough to where she don't need you anymore and she's going to move on with her life. That's not my interpretation of it, and I'll tell you why. If she's just going to move on with her life, there's no reason to give me that message. That message is already out there. We've already established that she's not coming back. You know, she rejected reconciliation twice, remember? Okay, she rejected reconciliation. So the message that she ain't coming back is already out there. Okay, so there ain't no need to tell me again that she's not coming back, because that's already out there in the world. Okay, so this message has to be something different. This message has to represent a change of direction. Okay, in order for it to have meaning. Okay, so she has matured, in my opinion, in my interpretation of it, how I received it, is that she's probably woke up to the fact that the trolls have deceived her into losing her family and her husband forever, and she's woke up to that fact, and that she is, you know, now I'm still hesitant to say she's coming back home, but you know, it's looking in that general direction that she indeed might. Now, after talking to somebody that has been in civil government and has actually been in these workings before, they have told me that where she's at now, her situation right now is only temporary anyway. It's only temporary, which means once they're done with her, whatever the hell it is they're doing with her, I have no idea what they're doing with her, but once they're done with that, once that's all said and done, she's got to make a decision at that point. And she's either going to go back with John Chacon, or she's going to come with me, or she's going to try and get her own place and try to make a go of it herself. Now, as I stated live the other night, women that leave their families, and by family I mean husband and children. Women that leave their husband and their children and try to go find themselves, quote unquote, the percentage of women that make it without any kind of problems is only 5%. That's it. 5%. The other ones either get involved in drugs, or they end up on the street, or they end up in prostitution, or they end up raped, or yes, beaten, and yes, even murdered. Okay, those are all the others. Those are all the other parts of the statistic. 5% is the only ones that make it. I wonder if anyone in Clay County had the decency to tell her what the odds were. Remember Han Solo in Star Wars? Don't never tell me the odds? Yeah. Well, that's because the odds suck. I wonder how many people. I mean, if she really is around, like social workers, and she's in a boarding house or a battered women's shelter, or wherever she's at, I wonder if anybody had the decency to go to her and say, hey, Andrea, you know your chances are only 5%, right? Now, see, I'm wondering if anybody had the decency to tell her that. Probably not. Now you say, oh, Vaughn, this is ridiculous. It ain't that low. Go look up the statistics for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Look them up for yourself. Her chances are slim to none. Okay? Slim to none. But in any event, putting that aside, the point is that this message that I believe I received is a very positive message. And you know, and even with her just realizing that the trolls played her and manipulated her into losing her husband and her children, and with Mother's Day coming up, I'm thinking she's going to want to see these kids. If somebody, anybody, would let her see this video, all she's got to do is call the courthouse and say she wants to amend or abolish the OOP, and then she can call me all she wants without violating the law. Because if she amends the OOP to let her talk to me, which is allowed, by the way, I looked it up, then she can talk to me all she wants. She can talk to kids all she wants. But she's got to do something about that goddamn OOP. It's in the way. It is literally in the way. Nothing can be accomplished. Nothing can go forward with that stupid ass OOP in the way. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And I can't do it. I cannot abolish the OOP that I know of. I can appeal it. I can challenge it. But I don't think I can actually overturn it. I think she's the one that has to do that. So, you know, we're kind of in a rut here. But I wanted to let y'all know Mother's Day is coming up the 11th. If, you know, be sure to wish your mother a happy Mother's Day on the 11th. But, and I will wish my mother a happy Mother's Day. Oh, excuse me. But seriously, guys, you know, these trolls on YouTube went on Facebook, started yakking to my wife behind my back for well over a year now. I've got a confession out of one of them that it's been over. They were talking to her for a year. Okay, so they have been planting these seeds of doubt in her mind for a long, long time. And once she wakes up out of that stupor and realizes that she's been played, I'm hoping that she'll snap out of it and she'll try to come home, or at least try to contact us. Now, there's another thing too. Another thing it could be is all this frontal lobe bullshit. Alright? Women's frontal lobe is apparently a bigger deal than what I first anticipated. It's a really big deal. When a woman's about 24, 25, 26, that frontal lobe is going to be developing. It's in the phase of being developed. And women want to go out here and just do the craziest, weirdest crap and shit that they've ever thought of doing. They want to do something big, something monumental, you know. And that's all part of that frontal lobe thing. Now, once the frontal lobe has matured and developed fully, then the woman matures mentally and psychologically, kind of like getting a brain. If I only had a brain, you know, but they get a brain, they mature, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm acting like an idiot here. I need to go back home, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. You know, and they become more solid. They become more rooted and grounded after that frontal lobe has developed. And so that could be what the message is implying. But even then, if she's become more rooted and grounded, the logic would dictate that, yes, she goes back home. That's where she's loved. And folks, let me make it abundantly clear. I do not hate my wife. I am not wanting to hurt my wife. I love my wife. That's why I tried to reconcile twice in court. Okay? I want my wife to come home. Her children want her to come home. Her husband and her children love her. Let me make that clear. I still love Andrea with all my heart. But she's got to come home. She's in danger. She doesn't realize it, but she really is in danger. Now, allegedly, her mother hasn't heard from her in a month. And I've gotten that from 2 sources, including her mother herself. Okay? And if her mother hasn't heard from her, and her relatives hasn't heard from her, and my family hasn't heard from her. I mean, I went down to the courthouse, and I said, hey, nobody's heard from Andrea in over a month. Are you guys going to do anything? And they just kind of threw their hands up. Then they tried to threaten me, tried to say that I was being hostile. Well, how in the hell is it being hostile asking if somebody's a missing person? How is that hostile? That's not hostile. Put a policeman behind my back and everything, tried to threaten me. Anyway, point is that, you know, nobody's heard from her. And everybody's worried about her. Everybody's worried about her. Her friends on Facebook are worried about her. Her family's worried about her. My family is worried. My mom has done a complete 180 on Andrea. My mom is now cool with Andrea, wants Andrea to come back home. She's invited Andrea's mom to come up here and be with the kids, ironically enough. In fact, I'm going to call Helen and invite her up. Okay, so Mom has done a 180. Mom has changed. I've changed. There is no more shifts no more. The shifts are gone. There is no more Google Hangouts no more. Okay, all that shit is gone, so she can't use those as excuses. Those are gone. So, and in fact, everything that she wanted, everything that she complained about has all been dealt with. All she's got to do is cancel the OOP and come back home. You know what? She may not even have to cancel the OOP. All she has to do is violate it. And if she violates the OOP, that would nullify it, I think. I'm not sure on that, but I think if she just like calls us up, you know, says, hey, I want to talk to James, or I want to talk to the kids, or I want to talk to James and the kids, then that would deal with it. That would end the OOP, I think. Now, I'm telling you, I am adamant about this. I have said this over and over again. I'm going to say it again. If she cancels the OOP, I will gladly cancel the divorce. I will meet her at the courthouse, and we'll go back home, and everything will be as it was, but better. But better. Okay? But better. But the OOP is the big stumbling block right now, because nothing can get done. Literally nothing can get done as long as the OOP is in place. It is just as much, it's actually more of a hindrance for Andrea than it is for me. All they did was have me get my guns to my mother. Whoopty shit. But with Andrea, she can't talk to the kids. She can't talk to me. She can't find out what's going on. If the kids get sick and end up in the hospital, guess what? She's never going to know it because of the stupid OOP. Okay, so something has to be done about the OOP before anything can proceed. It's just that simple. Unless we're going to wait and have the judge pound the gavel down and end it, you know. But if he does that, then I'm out $4,000 or $5,000, and that's going to be kind of rough taking somebody back after I spent all that money to get rid of them in the first place, right? So that's going to be a tough decision on my part. You know, somebody asks, well, what if she is pregnant, Vaughn? Well, if she's pregnant, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But am I going to hate that baby? No, the baby's innocent. Am I going to hate Andrea? I wouldn't say hate. I'm going to be upset with her, but I ain't going to hate her. I'm going to be upset with her, that's for damn sure, because she shouldn't have done this shit in the first damn place. But, I mean, you know, if she's pregnant, she's pregnant. I'll just have to deal with it the best I know how. But I'm not going to hurt her, and I'm not going to hurt the kid. I'm not even going to hurt John Chacon, or whoever the father is. But I am going to be upset with her. I'll be honest with you. I'll be upset with her, no doubt about that. But I'm not going to hurt her. I'm not going to hurt the child. You know, the child's innocent. The child ain't done nothing wrong. And I don't believe in harming a child anyway. I swore an oath to protect and defend the innocent, the weak, and the infirm. And I meant every damn word of my oath. And I'm not going to go back on it now. But the point is that I wanted to get this out there. This message was a really, really strong message. And I wanted to get it out there. She has matured. I'm hoping that means that she's woke up, she's realized she's been played, and that once she's done doing whatever the hell it is she's doing, she's going to come back home. That's what I'm hoping. Your thoughts are welcome. That's it for me. Have a nice day, folks.